Tonight, we dive into a chilling game of survival. No dialogue, no screams, just raw terror in silence. This is the story of Hush, a home invasion thriller that turns the concept of sound on its head. Meet Maddie Young, a successful author, independent, intelligent, and deaf. After losing her hearing to bacterial meningitis at 13, she's adapted fully to a silent world. Seeking inspiration and peace, she moves to a remote cabin in the woods with only her cat, named Bitch, for company. Her days are quiet, her nights even quieter. Despite the seclusion, Maddie stays in touch with her sister through FaceTime and maintains a friendly relationship with her neighbors, especially Sarah, a bubbly young woman who drops by occasionally to chat and learn sign language. As night falls, Maddie cooks dinner but gets distracted. A burning pan triggers her overly loud smoke alarm. She silences it quickly, but unknowingly also signals the beginning of her worst nightmare. Moments later, her neighbor Sarah stumbles into the scene, covered in blood, desperately pounding on Maddie's glass door. Maddie, of course, hears none of it. Inches away from safety, Sarah is brutally stabbed to death by a masked man, and Maddie remains blissfully unaware, just a few feet away, absorbed in her writing. The killer soon realizes Maddie can't hear him. Intrigued, he decides not to kill her immediately. Instead, he chooses to toy with her. A cruel cat and mouse game with one massive advantage: silence. He takes her phone from the kitchen counter and starts sending pictures of her from outside the house. That's when Maddie finally realizes she's not alone. Maddie bolts into survival mode, locking windows, bolting doors. She scribbles a message on the glass door. Won't tell, didn't see face, boyfriend coming home. But the man calmly takes off his mask and smiles. Now she knows. He doesn't care if she saw him. He's not planning to leave anyone alive. Outside, the masked killer circles her home, trying every door and window, testing her weaknesses. At one point, he holds up Sarah's lifeless body, banging her hand against the window, taunting Maddie with her friend's death. Maddie triggers her car alarm from inside to create a distraction. It works. Momentarily. She rushes out to retrieve Sarah's phone from her body, but the killer is too quick. She narrowly escapes back inside, hammering him with a door to the chest. Attempting to escape from a second-story window, Maddie is hit in the leg with an arrow from the killer's crossbow. She limps back inside, bleeding, in pain, but not broken. She grabs the crossbow, but can't figure out how to use it fast enough. The killer climbs onto the roof, trying to get in through the skylight. Maddie's prepared. She stabs him in the arm, forcing him to fall back. This is no helpless victim. She's adapting, thinking, fighting. Just when all hope seems lost, headlights appear. It's John, Sarah's boyfriend, coming to check in. The killer quickly pretends to be a cop, telling John everything's fine. But John isn't buying it. He sees blood on the cop's shirt. He spots Sarah's earring on the ground. But before he can act, Maddie accidentally distracts him from a window. The killer uses the opportunity to stab John in the neck, slowly, silently. But even in his final moments, John pins the killer down, buying Maddie a few crucial seconds. Bleeding, desperate, and alone again, Maddie knows she won't make it through the night unless she changes the game. She drags herself into the bathroom, types out a description of the killer on her laptop along with a farewell message to her family. The message ends. He's in the house. She hides in the tub, holding a knife, every sense alert. Not to sound, but to movement, vibration, air. Suddenly she feels it. A breath on her neck. She spins and stabs, right in the knee. The killer shrieks. Maddie escapes, crawling to the kitchen. Now it's her turn to attack. She sprays insecticide in the killer's eyes. She uses her visual smoke alarm to disorient him, but he's relentless. They fight brutally. He slams her hand in the sliding door, crushing her fingers. Blood everywhere. Maddie slumps, weak, dying. But then, resolve. She grabs a corkscrew from the floor. As the killer mounts her, ready to strike the final blow, Maddie jabs it into his neck. Deep. He gasps, collapses, and dies. She stumbles outside, bloodied, broken, but alive. She sits on her porch, clutching her cat as the sound of sirens, distant but approaching, signals that the nightmare is over. She won. Thanks for watching this breakdown of Hush, 2016. If you liked this recap, Drop a like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments what film we should recap next. Until then, stay safe and keep your doors locked.